is a presentation of TFNN.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 9 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, a safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of Believe. This is a new deck I have, and it's awesome, folks. It's Believe. Okay, so what's the quote today? Be strong. Go with your heart and believe in miracles because anything can happen. That was by Marlo Giordano. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow up 19, NASDAQ down 13, S&P's up 2.5, gold contract down $1.80, trading at $1,294 an ounce. Silver up 2 pennies at $19.54 an ounce. Platinum up $17 at $1,454 an ounce. Copper down 2 pennies at $3.14 a pound. Light sweet crude up $1.27 at 101.86. Bonds. You cannot keep bonds down, folks. These bonds want to go to the moon. You have the 10-year up 12 ticks at 125.04. The 30-year up 22 ticks at 136.01. They're going a lot further up. Yields are going to come down dramatically. I suspect what that's all about is that we're going to have this S&P. It tested it today. We'll go through that, but the S&P is going south. King dollar up 230 ticks, trading at 80.19. You had the euro down 55 at 137, and the yen at up 15 at 102.27. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Oh, baby, I'll tell you. So we get to a price point today of 1902.17. We close out at 1897.65, and the April 4th high, folks, was 1897.28. You did 598 million shares versus the April 4th high, which was 781, and a true test would be a close under the 0.28, and we're at 6.5. Bottom line, I suspect that this is the high, though. It was waiting to test this area. It kept basically getting up into it, and when we're talking about getting up into it, going all the way back to the 9th of April. It's been trying to do that for a full month. It did it. You know, a true test, of course, that has to close under the 2.8, and it didn't. It's at 0.65, which is, 32/100ths over it. We take a look at the SPY. You have the SPY that's higher also. So when you do have higher, you can get higher. My take is, though, that this is it. So, SPY. What do we do in the SPY? SPY out here today, we did 65 million shares. That's going into 169 million shares. We got to a price point of 190.42. We are over the high, which is 189.70. We go into the NASDAQ composite. The composite and the small caps yesterday go top side, but guess what? If you own The Art of Time in the Trade, the Ultimate Trading Mastery System, my book, you know that the market talks, walks, and squawks, and what do? They talk, walk, and squawk at swing points. Guess what? NASDAQ couldn't get to the swing point. The swing point on the NASDAQ, folks, is 4185. We got to 4155 and couldn't handle that, which is pretty intense, actually. It should have been able to handle that real easy. Why? Because yesterday had some juice in the market. It was still light volume yesterday, but you did have some juice. We take a look at that. In the NASDAQ, yesterday had at 1.8. Today we had 1.8. NASDAQ is, yeah, I'll pull the 3 Qs up. I expect the NASDAQ the same deal. 3 Qs, we had 26 million shares. The 26 million shares was going into 48 million shares and going into 131 million shares. Check that out. 26 million going into 131 million. You know what? You don't even need technical analysis to figure that one out, folks, okay? There's no one in the store and someone's paying up for the product. By the end of the day, they weren't paying up for the product. We got to a price point of 88.61. You closed at 88.29. And bottom line, I suspect it's going to start making its way back down to the lower lows. We go take a look at the small caps. Small caps yesterday. Small caps absolutely had some juice in them yesterday. Guess what? Gave it right back. And this is where these swing points are so crucial. So the small caps, folks, and this is ice. It should have been. So the small caps and the NASDAQ, first off, should have been able to get up to ice, and they couldn't, okay? That is an anemic dead cat bounce. That cat has been dead for a long time. So what do the small caps do? Small caps over here get to a price point today of 112.85. Give it up ASAP. Small caps are basically building cause to get into this 107. I expect what we're going to see is that it's not only going to get a 107, going to run down to that 90 price point. Gold contract. What we have with gold is this. Gold out here traded sideways, 116,000 contracts. We are at 1293 right now, and she had got into a low yesterday, rejected lower price, had lighter volume. She's building cause, folks, to get into this 1331 area. Silver, what we have with the silver market, SIN4, what we have with silver is this. Silver had wide price spread yesterday, accelerated volume. Silver is absolutely set up better than gold is right now. I like this setup. Silver, and I don't know, well, we'll go through the divergence that's in there. Silver right now, you're at 1950. She's going to be making a run for this 20.60. Now, bonds, man, oh man, let me tell you something. 10-year bond. We take a look at the 10-year first. This is what you have. 10-year does 998,000 contracts today. You're right at the highs once again. This baby, folks, yeah, we said bonds, Mark. We're growling and prowling out here with these bonds. They're at 125.03. And this baby, I'm telling you, folks, when you go sideways like this and you do not back away from highs, okay, this baby wants to take off and wants to get into the 129 level, and that's a move and a half. And if, in fact, this is an A to B equals C to D ABC structure on the way up, which I think it is, what you're going to see, you got to remember something. The A to B move is a straight line move. The B to C move is sideways consolidation, what we've had now since February 3rd. And the C to D move is bang, straight line. They don't let you in. That's what's going to happen here. And what's the catalyst I expect is when the S&Ps just give it up. 30-year bond, the 30-year bond's already done it. The 30-year bond right now we're at 136. The B point on the 30-year was 133. The 30-year just blew it away. In fact, I can make the case that the 30-year is on a ABC structure within an ABC structure, which just makes it that much stronger. When we went topside on the 2nd of May, that was a monster move, folks, okay? You came in with 586,000 contracts in the 30-year. Bottom line, 30 years going topside. Now, what's so unique about this whole deal is that what we had is that we had the dollar index reject lower price 4 trading days ago and then go topside with conviction. I mean conviction. Conviction, follow through, all of the above. The dollar right now is at 80.19, and she's making a run for 81.65. When you wrap that up, what that is telling me is this. The dollar, gold, and silver do want to go. Inside the actual equity market, this is what you have, folks. Great point. What our targets are saying, people need dollars to buy those bonds, and that's a fact. There it is. That's a fact. Anywhere in the world, folks, you want U.S. bonds, guess what? You have to have a U.S. dollar to buy U.S. bonds. It's a beautiful thing. Now, if you haven't test drove the gold report yet, folks, you can come over to our website at TFNN. You can test drive it 30 days, absolutely free. If you're interested in the metal market, go do it now, folks. Because I will tell you this. The divergence that is in the metal market, okay? The gold report came out today. And the last couple, reports, it's once a week, okay? The last couple reports, I could see the difference in the divergence. Bottom line, if you want to really understand that divergence, go test drive it. Costs you nothing. Go test drive the gold report, and you're going to see what the divergence is. The divergence has real clarity now, and it's going to be wild what we're going to see inside that metals market. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. We have the Dow Industrials finished up 19, NASDAQ down 13, S&Ps flat. Well, up 1 point. We'll be right back, folks.